Oh, gosh. Cipriano from the New York Racket and Tennis Club. And receiving Noah Motz and Eric Barker from Westwood Country Club. It's best of 5 6-game sets. First set, love all. Better than 3.
Choice.
15 love. Fault. Dirty love. Two chases. Dirty love. Dirty love. Servers lead. Better than 3. Love, hazard better than 2. 15-40.
Right.
30-40. Game service. 1 game to love. 15 love. Dirty love. Go. 15-30. $30-40. Deuce. Hazard a yard. Deuce. Better than two. Two chases.
Yeah.
Slow.
Deuce. Hazard a yard. Advantage server better than two. Fault. Deuce. Advantage. Deuce. Stroke. Advantage. Better than half. Advantage.
Hi everyone, welcome to this double final US Amateur
Advantage.
tournament
Service.
with Shenkman Cipriano against Motz and Barker.
Chase better than
It's
half a yard.
one love, advantage Motz Barker. We are, and the marker is Ivan Ronaldson, and we are with the great finalist of the single final, Freddy
Awesome.
Bristow.
Hi everyone, how's it going?
To the servers, 2 games to
Turn around
love.
from on court to the commentary booth. I hope everyone's having a great day. This will be an exciting doubles final. I played Eric and Noah in the semi-final, and they managed to edge us out 6-5, 6-5. So I think they'll be on good form. And the way Rob's playing as well, I think he'll be a tough opponent for them. But you know, I may have tired him out after
15
the
love.
3-hour battle we just had. So it should be a good one to watch. What are your thoughts on predictions for the match, Charlie?
Yeah, as we see, Cipriano will play back and Rob up.
30 love.
Rob may be a bit tired after this great battle. We'll see. I think that like Noah is in a great shape. He's a great double player. Eric is volleying really well since the beginning of the tournament. So we'll see how it goes. But it will be, I think, a close game. My prediction is like, let's say 5 sets, and with a Motz and Barker winner. But great winning gallery from Noah. Maybe we can have your,
15,
if you don't mind, your first impression about this great final, great battle. Yeah, Freddy, thanks.
Yeah, it's a tough match. Rob, unbelievable player. It's the 6th time I've played him. And unfortunately, it's the 6th time I've lost. Every time we've played, we've had a battle. Another hot shot from Noah right there. But yeah, every time I played Rob, it's been a battle. I think the last time I played him was in Ballarat in Australia, and I was 5-love up in the 3rd set and lost 6-5. So he's always a good fun person to play. And hopefully the next time I get the opportunity to play him, I can take him down. Here, Noah and
30
Eric are taking the early lead here. And it seems like they're going to be tough because it's their home court. Noah's very good back, and Eric's even better
Game
up front.
servers, 3 games to love.
It'll be an interesting watch, that's for sure.
So as you said, you played them in semi-final. Do you have any advice for Robert and Pete to play Eric and Noah?
15
Well,
love.
Rob is pretty tired at the moment. Playing a best-of-5 match, full 5 sets, is not easy. So he's definitely going to be feeling it a bit, and I think I wouldn't target. Oh, that's a lucky shot from there.
30 love.
I wouldn't target Rob because he's still very consistent. But I'll try to move him around because Sip's going to be trying to play up. I'll try to put it in the corners. And then when you have the opportunity, target Sip if you have an easy shot. Yeah, that's a good shot from Noah right
15,
there.
30.
So yeah, 3-love up in this first set. It's looking quite convincing here. Don't know what Eric's doing with the rolled up sleeve there. Don't know if it helps him or not. Maybe
Chase, worse than
improved
2.
mobility, but I think it looks pretty silly, to be honest. So Charlie, tell me about anything.
Vote.
So yeah, we had some discussion in the previous game about demi-pique, demi-piqué.
And
So it's
2 and
demi-piqué.
3, 2 chases.
Demi-piqué, Freddy.
I would agree. It's definitely demi-piqué. It's a French sport, so you got to say it the French way. the accent, the dedon, the grill. So how come the winning gallery is in English?
30
What's it called in
15
France?
servers lead. Worse than 2.
It's a clochette, galerie gagnante, and winning gallery. and also I think there was a debate about the tambour, the origin of the tambour. And for now, I did not like yet find the information. So if anyone know where does like the tambour come from, it will be very helpful. Do not hesitate to engage. And
Yeah, get involved in the chat if you know. We'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you, Elliot. Thank you for watching. I'm assuming you watched the previous match, but yeah, this match is even better almost than the last one. So, like some of the top junior players, Eric Barker and Noah Motz, even though they're both over the age of 21, still counts as junior here. But Rob Rob's just so consistent on that, just everywhere, and you really can't give any loose balls away from him. He just gets everything back. That's a great shot from him.
as we just see, Noah Faust are like pretty fast and furious, let's say. Freddy, do you think that like someone is hitting harder than Noah in the amateur world today?
Potentially Kieran Booth, but other than KB, I wouldn't say many other people. I've heard Kieran Booth's force is one to be reckoned with. So
has it half a yard.
yeah, we're getting a replay of some incredible shots here. It's a bit aggressive there. He's looks like he's past the second gallery line. Might need to question the ethics involved in that. It's not illegal, but it's very frowned upon in the game.
Yeah, let's speak about this this rule, this let's say this unofficial rule about hitting on after the hazard line or after the second line when you're in service side. What do you think about it, Freddy?
Well, I completely agree with the rule. It's what the unwritten rule, because there's nothing an opponent can do if they're at the back of the court and someone hits it as hard as they can. You can't do anything. And so like it's more understandable if someone's standing at the second gallery line and you're at the back of the court, because they could just back up. But if you're going towards them, there's nowhere, they can't go further back in the back court. That was a close one. It's a great get from Sid. Sorry if you heard that.
15 love.
And what about a long railroad? Could you go straight to it if it's long?
Well, against Noah, I wouldn't hit a long railroad. That's the last thing I'd hit.
15 all.
I try to go off the sidewall here. It's quite tough. I think it's quite tough to hit a cut volley effectively. So I think you'll see a lot more boasting, and especially in doubles as well. There's more boasting anyway. So I think I would like the serve of my choice for this court is the demi PK, and I thought it was pretty effective in my match against Rob.
And as we see, Eric is playing really up, nearly at the door, and leave Noah covering the back court. Is like in this case, or maybe a boast or a deep boast could be a good choice as a return to go like behind behind Eric.
Yeah, but you gotta get that boast correct, because if you don't get it right, or like the right angle, it becomes quite an easy shot for Noah. And the thing is, Eric's all the way up there, but Noah's playing this game like he's playing singles. So Noah's at the middle of the court, he's not on his side. And so even though going for a boast, it still would be difficult unless they get the perfect angle. Guys, thank you for tuning in. We'd love to hear your comments and thoughts, and so put something in the chat if you're around.
40-30, receivers lead.
You've just started, if you've just entered the
better than 2.
YouTube channel, my name's Freddie Brister. I played the previous match, and I've now decided to become a professional commentator after it. And I'm here with
Charles-Antoine Hurstel from Paris. I did not play since the first match.
Game receivers 5.
We had a pretty tough draw. We had Eric Barker in the first round. It's not easy. And then you're lost in the doubles. So
Fault.
the way Henry's playing as well, it's a tough one to get. But here we're in the famous 6th game, and it's already 5-love up to Noah and Eric. This is an incredible start from them. And I've seen Cipriano's taking his blue jumper off as well. So it's getting exciting. It's game time. That's going to bounce up. That's a good get from Eric. This is incredible. Oh, no. Yeah, no, just snatched at that. And it's shanked into the bottom net. That's a fault there. What will Cipriano do?
So 5-love, 15-love Shenkman, Cipriano. They need to change something here to come back in this game. Not easy for Rob, who just like have a 5-set match of like more than 3 hours. So
that's a bit unfortunate. My singles was first, because if my singles was the second match on, I would have liked my chances. Would have tired Rob out a bit more, and then I would have had another 3-hour battle. And I think by the end he would have been crawling on the floor. So it's very lucky that Noah and Eric have got him after our singles match. Oh, that's great from Noah. The famous force right there.
30-15.
30-15. Yeah, they're in a commanding position.
yeah, it's a best of 5. It's only the beginning of the journey. And Freddy has, maybe you didn't heard it, but during your game, a debate was about the best backhand in the amateur world, and I think you were the one by everyone. Well, it was a unanimity decision.
Well, that's very kind. I didn't think my backhand was that good, but I did hit a few crackers in my match. I do have to say. No, well, that's very kind. I don't know. I'm trying to think of anyone who's got a good backhand. No, but the thing is, my forehand's not as strong, so it sort of balances out in the end.
30 all.
Okay, that was a lucky shot there from Noah and Eric to get the chase.
Where do you think you can still improve in the next? Where do you think you can still improve, Freddy, in your game? Maybe a bit of like after the back wall, I would say.
I just think now when you get to this level, it's just consistency. There was lots of times where I could have put it in the galleries and I missed and went up, and it's really just consistency.
Chase.
Like
The
that's the
last
difference
gallery.
between like me and Rob versus like the top guys. They just get everything back in a good position and make it difficult to, like, if you give anything on the back wall or penthouse, it's put away. And that's where the differences between my level and Rob's level to Camden's, the John Lumley's, the Rob Faye's. And so that's one thing. It takes time. You just got to practice and
40-30
grind out solo sessions,
To the servers.
practicing
Chase
your
last
like
gallery.
your serve. I've seen Rob practice a bobble for like 2 hours. It's a bobble. Like, you think it's your basic second serve. It's really just a grind to get to that level, and it just takes a lot of practice and time.
Thanks a lot. That was. There is no success without hard work. So we have like 40-old youth, 5-love. Will Motz and Barker can close this first set without losing a game? That will be quite an achievement. That's like a great rally again.
Well, if you're out there, get on the
Advantage
comments.
server.
If you have any questions, queries about this match, a previous match, any questions for myself, for Charlie, or even Ryan, I can answer for him. Please let us know. So just get involved in the comments. Set point. Oh, it's unlucky there. It's rolled.
Advantage.
That's a chase. Chase worse than 3. It's a winnable chase. It's going to be tough though. And in this position as well, you think 5-love up. and you're like, oh, they've definitely won the set.
Advantage.
Against anyone, you just got to win it.
Receivers
You've
chase
got to win the
worse
set.
than
It's
3.
like as soon as you get the chance, you got to take your chances. I've had many times where I'm 5-love up and I've lost a set. Well, I wouldn't say many, but I've had a few. And it's frustrating. Oh, that's a good shot from Rob.
Deuce.
Now that's deuce. So in my position here, I'd go for the chase. Get back on the service end. Get control. And even if they lose this game, they are in good standard for the next game on being on the service end. That's tough. It's a good shot from
Advantage
Cipriano there.
service. Deuce.
Okay.
The only player of the four who didn't play the single is Peter Cipriano, who just played double. Do you think it's an advantage or disadvantage? That you think he's like already used to the court or not really?
Well, I think it's probably a disadvantage because he hasn't had much time on court, as you said. Like Sip, unfortunately, has had many injuries, so he's retired from the game of singles. And so there's only 2 matches before the finals. He's had 2 matches, neither of which were that difficult for them. So they are quite quick.
Advantage receivers.
So this is the first really sort of test they have, and I think it's going to be tough for Sip because he hasn't had that sort of that's lucky
Chase
there, and
better than
they've
the
gotten
door
the chase with an advantage with a set point. Oh, hello AJ, how's it going? Good to hear from you. I'm feeling a bit stiff at the moment, I do have to say. Luckily I didn't cramp up today.
Advantage.
But I am feeling a bit sore after the long 5-setter. I hope you're doing well. Hope New York's treating you well. And it's great to hear from you. Anyone else in the chat who wants to get involved? Just put a comment. Oh, and they've won the chase. That's a lucky shot there. I don't think that was intentional. That's a disadvantage there, where Eric's up at best in the door. So I think for that last chase, Eric was so high up, and the ball was on the left side, so there wasn't much to do. Like they didn't have much angle to go for chase, door, second gallery, and there was no reason for him to be there. And he could have covered that last gallery a bit better if he was further back.
Advantage.
Here we have another set point. I think this is the 4th set point in the match. And
Yeah, let's continue a bit this discussion, Freddy, about what is the best position for the players playing up in a double. Would you like maybe move? Depends of where the ball is on the hazard side.
no, yeah, 100%. So if the ball is towards the backhand corner, so towards the timbre, the grill, you have to move. You should move up because it's an easier angle for them to hit those galleries. So that second gallery, the door, because obviously just looking at basic Pythagorean theorem, it's an easier angle. Whereas if you're down the line, it's very tough to hit those galleries, and it's easier just to sort of hit it straight. And so that's where you can sort of step back a bit, maybe cover last gallery. Even if it's on the back wall, I just stand back at the dead on to protect that force, and it takes the workload off Noah. And although it's not really Eric's play style, so Eric does it slightly differently. So the way I was talking about is what should happen in most cases. But Eric stands up there whenever. He's very good at volleying. So even if the ball's on the forehand side by the winning gallery, he's still up there. And if the person does attempt to hit it straight, he's there with a quick punch. And that's actually quite effective because it's just sort of unexpected, and it's very quick to react. So you can play however you like, and the traditional way is the way that I originally said, but Eric does play that role effectively. Okay, we're still in the famous 6th game here, the all-important 6th, and it's still juice. Hazard chase. What can Noah and Eric do? That is not a great shot.
Advantage.
That was not the best point from the Washington locals.
They're maybe feeling a bit the pressure. 5-love up. It's never easy to close a set, and even more in the final of the US Amateur in Westwood, Virginia. So Eric to serve, might go for a small sidewall, side serve, sorry. And that's game 1-5.
Okay, Rob and Cipriano are on the scoreboard. Yeah, so we're 5-1 here. It's a good get. Oh, that's a bad miss from Cipriano. 30 love up. This point is crucial. If I was Rob and Cip, I would want to chase. I think there's such a big difference being on the service end. That's good. You could also do that. But 30-15, a chase here is actually very... If they can get 2 chases in a row, 30-15 going onto the service end. I think 30-15 down with 2 chases, the servers are still in the advantage. It's a good shot from there. 40-15 now. 2 set points. I've just seen the comment from the Rec Club of Philadelphia. Does the rolled up sleeve improve accuracy? It's a good question. I wouldn't think so. I think it's more for mobility. I mean, I think he's got too tight of a shirt. It could be aerodynamics as well. So second set point. I don't know where Henry's gone to as well, Adrian. So we could try to scout him out. We could find his wise words. Oh, that's unlucky. So now it's advantage to Cipriano and Shenkman. Oh, it crept over. It crept over the net. So to chase. Sorry, I did not see that. Oh, it's another chase. Maybe I should add it to my game, the rolled up sleeve. It could be effective, but who knows? Maybe next time I play Rob, the famous 7th time, hopefully.
And let's take advantage of having Freddy with us. The return is always, I think, tricky in a double game because you can't like really chipping it in the galleries. So what would you be, let's say, where you want to go, like cross-court volley in the flow, but the opponent is like already in place, or both, or like forces? Whoa! Great winning gallery from Rob.
I think that could be the first gong. That was a winning gallery shot, not the last match where Rob just smacked in from his own side. Okay. Again.
Won it better than 3. Juice.
That's a great shot there. Want to chase worse than 3, felt better than 3. That is the power of Noah. Okay, here we go. Set points number, I don't know, because there's been too many set points to count. Good rally here. Oh, look, he's so far up there. That's an interesting play. I think I wouldn't do that there. Yeah, I wouldn't get that far up, especially with a down the line shot. That's where you got to protect the grill and go behind the tambo.
Out of court.
House of court.
Advantage. Receiver.
Advantage. Another set point. Will they rue the chances? That's a loose one. Can Noah put it away? No, he can't. Can Rob put it away? Let's get retrieval. Eric's all the way up. And he's got a chase out of it. You know, it's a very unusual strategy, but this time it has worked out. Got an advantage and a chase, so they're on the service end. Yeah, it's very unusual. Like, I just don't think it's that effective.
So for now, Shenkman and Cipriano are playing server down, server back. Do you think that's a good strategy? People tends to say that server up normally when you're doing what do you think about that?
Well, no, I think you get into sort of the partnerships where you get a back player and you get an up player. And then I think those are for the more casual matches, where or maybe you just don't know yet. You're new partners and you don't know who will be the back player and who will be the up player. Because I think when you're deciding who you're going to play doubles with, you should know who should play back and who should play up. Like it's for me and Smithy, so Henry. I think it was known that I was going to play back the entire time and he would play up. And like here, like Eric enjoys playing up, as you can probably tell, being past first gallery. So, I know. So that last one, that's why I think Noah's Eric's just too high up. Like, if he was just one step back or like one gallery back, he'd be easily able to volley that. It's not a great shot. What can Noah do with this? That's unlucky. Is that in court? That's in court. What can Noah do? Just great defense here from Sippen. Oh, it's out of court. It's out of court. Another set point. I have lost count to how many set points there's been. I would say there's been at least 10. I also was misinformed. Adrian Bett is not Adrian Kemp. Instead it's Pete Dickinson, who is using Adrian's account at the New York Rack Club. So that could be classified as identity theft. So Pete, I might have to report you to the police and potentially AJ. So that is not allowed here in the USCTA. So please log in with your own account. That is game in the set. 6-1, an impressive set from Noah and Eric. Took a long time for them to get there, but that's a start they want. Can they keep this momentum? And that's a good volley, good defense. And Rob's is very good at picking those things out the corner. Well, that's loose. That's an unlikely shot from Rob. It's a good rally here. Again, another one on the penthouse. That's 2 on the penthouse in this rally. But Noah and Eric can't put it away. That's a good shot. That's a good get. That's good defense. Good attacking from Rob and Sip. Noah and Eric got to take their chances. Like, Sip's not even that high up. If I was them, I would just go for the galleries. Wouldn't you think, Charlie?
Yes, he's not coming up, not at all. So he's not defending second gallery or the door, and that's I think Eric just listened to Freddy. Well done.
Yeah, he's got the earpiece in. So it's a good start to the set. And they've got a chase. Is that in? No. That's loose. Is that in? That is in. Thank God Rob did not break the camera again. Unfortunately, in the last match, he broke 3 cameras. So I think a large bill will be added to his account by the end of the weekend.
Freddy, let's maybe do a small game. If we can take like a serve, forehand, backhand, volley, and one amateur player for each category. Which player would you choose for each category?
So serve, forehand, volley, backhand. Well, I'm going to take my backhand. Quite enjoy playing my backhand. For volley, that's a good one. I know Kieran Booth is very good. I haven't seen him play though much, so I feel like I've got to take him for something, because he is the best amateur on the side. So should we say his forehand? I'll go for his forehand. Is his volley quite good, Ryan? Do you know? Do you know Kieran Booth's volley? No, Ryan doesn't know. So I'll go for his forehand. I think that's reasonable. Thing is, I wouldn't go. Can we go consistency as well? Because consistency, I'll go with Rob. I think Rob's the most consistent amateur out there, and that's how he's gotten to his level. Like, doesn't do anything special, I'd say, but he's just so good at the basics. For a volley, who's the best volley that I've seen? I can't pick myself. Volley's a tough one here. I think Noah's volley's pretty good. Seeing this round here. Or we could go with Eric actually. Eric's up front. I'm not too familiar with the standard of the British amateurs, so I don't know how good FK, Jamie Douglas, and I'm not entirely sure what their strengths are. I haven't watched too much of their tennis. But for the US amateurs, I think I'll go Eric with the volley. He's good. He's got good hands. And he's good at getting everything back. So I'm going to go with Eric's volley. Although it might not be the most powerful, it's just the most consistent. So that's forehand, backhand, volley, and the serve. The serve's a tough one. I think all the amateurs have a terrible serve.
Game serve, it's 1 game to love.
I think most players it's so difficult, the serve. I think it's one of the hardest parts of the game and the most boring part of the game to train. Because who likes playing by themselves, just hitting serves for like an hour? But I think the way Rob served to me today was actually quite impressive. He had quite a few nicks off the railroad. But I've already said Rob for consistency. Who would I go for? Oh, actually, for amateurs, I'll go with Ben Stein for the volley. I'm gonna switch my answer from Eric to Ben Stein. I think Ben Stein's got a fantastic volley. He's an incredible double player. He's my National League teammate, and he actually was the only one on our team undefeated. So he carried us through. Me, Steve Vergona, and John Lumley. So congrats to him. And he played very well. And for the who would you say for the serve?
Just before, I would add maybe 2 players who had great volley. As a French player, I would say Nicolas Victoire, who's was a great lawn tennis player and was a really good double player. And maybe an British player, Alex Dunkley Vines, who's really good at up. And I will add maybe 1 category with the floor game, with of course Mathieu Sarlang, who has a beautiful floor game.
All great answers. Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't seen all the top amateurs play, so going based off just the people that I've seen play. But yeah, there's so many amazing amateurs worldwide. That's what makes the sport so great, is that there's no one place dominating the sport. Guys, if you're listening, if you've just joined, it's Freddie Bristow and Charlie Hurstel here. We'd love to see you in our chat. So just if you have any questions, comments about the match, or anything about like us, me and Charlie, we'd love to hear from you. So just comment anything in the chat. Oh, and they've won the chase off of Chase the Line. So that's Sturcio in a good chase here. Chase 1 and 2. So I think Rob and Sip will be hoping to win this game. That is well off from Eric. You can hear the screams from the commentary box. 40-30 now. It's all right. That's a good volley. Oh, that's a good shot from Cipriano. He could have almost left that though, I think, and left it for Eric. Okay, that's 1-1. That's a good start for the well, I wouldn't say oldies from this case, but for the older gentlemen. Obviously, Noah and Eric being the juniors on the court. But yeah, they didn't win a game until they're 5 down. So I think this is an improvement to the first set, and they can hopefully they can continue the momentum. Oh, can Cipriano get this? Noah's chased the line. Noah's got that very powerful. Hi, Lewis. Good to hear. Yeah, we were also wondering that. We've mentioned it before. We think it's improved mobility. Maybe that sleeve is constricting his arm. I'm not too sure. Maybe he thinks he can get more power off that shot with the no sleeve. You know, at that point, why didn't he just wear a tank top? That's the real question. Here's a question for Charlie here.
Hi Jack, thanks for this question. I will only talk about the Paris court, which is very bouncy. Bouncer is slower. You have like more time, so it's important in Paris to hit targets because you can't really make the point on the floor. That will be, I think, the biggest difference between Paris court and Westwood court. And here, like the wall is really taking the cut, and it's going deep. Thanks for this question. So it's 15-all, chase 6 yards. We'll see where Pete go. Cross court. It's that was and.
So we've recently adapted to having mid-game interviews. So I think one of our questions we'll have for Eric is, why have you rolled up your sleeve? Because we want to know the answer. No, I think Eric just makes it. Maybe it's for the girls, don't you think? You know, he's got a good shoulder muscle, and he's trying to show it off. He knows the camera's facing that right shoulder, and oh, that's a good volley. That's a good get. Yeah, although he's up there, he's not hitting a great volley, Eric. Like, I don't know why he's up there when the ball's on that side, on the winning gallery side. Like, there, why is he all the way up there? There's no point. We will also ask him that in the mid-game interview. That's well played from Noah. But again, Eric left all the work for Noah and really didn't help him too much. Ah, thank you, Lewis. Yeah, it was a tough one. Yeah, it was a tough one. I think every time I played Rob, it's either gone all the way or it's been very close. And hopefully next time I can get the chance, I can take him down. Maybe play him in New York. I think that's my best court. So next time I play him, I'll try to make sure it's in New York. Okay, 2-1 here in the famous fourth. 50 love. That's a good pick up there. Now, I think that's an okay position to be for Eric on that side. I just think when it goes to the forehand side, when it hits the tamba, you just back up. There's no reason for him to be that high up.
And Freddy, when you are defending the grill, as like Rob just maybe missed, but Where is like where do you play? In fact, are you playing like you try to make the opponent up volleying, or are you playing down the line? Where do you aim? It's not an easy shot.
Well, yeah, I think the first goal is just to get the shot back. If it's tight to the wall, you're just really trying to scrape it out. But where I'd normally aim is just cross court. Because look, well now especially since Eric's all the way by first gallery, there's such a big gap that you can get the angle behind Eric and pass Noah. There's 3-1 here. Noah and Eric are playing some of the best tennis of their life, and they are dominating Cipriano and Rob Shenkman. Rob Shenkman, as he was called in the last match. That's a good pick-up. Yeah, I don't mind Eric there. Because it does protect all the galleries. There's no way Cipriano, and you can see from this angle that there's no way. That's Eric's technique there. Like, although I think that's his first effective one in the match. So yeah, that is where what Eric's trying to do, and I just don't think he's done it enough, or he hasn't been that effective when he's done it. So I think there's just no point in him doing it. It's making it tough for Noah. But they are winning 6-1, 3-1, so I probably won't criticize them too much. And yeah, Pete, I see you're still using Adrian's identity, but yeah, I guess the Michigan girls do love it. I'm sure a few of them are on the stream. Maybe a few of his fraternity brothers as well.
15 all.
Okay, that is 3-1 in the all-encompassing fifth game. Yeah, it's also the court tennis ladies as well. Been great improvement for many of the ladies in court tennis. Oh yeah, maybe we can get some Michigan girls, although there's no court in Michigan. Yeah, we can start expanding. Well, there's a court being built in Wisconsin. How far away is that from Michigan? So they're bordering states, though, aren't they? Well, Wisconsin, you know, is right next to Michigan. Maybe Eric can start playing there. Oh, he's left it. Cipriano with the miscommunication there. And here's a chance to win the all-encompassing fifth game. 40-15 now. Decent serve. It's a bit deep. Can Noah put this away? He's done well to get that back ship. Oh, that's very well played from Peter Cipriano. Incredible gets. The force is coming back. Oh, it's quite far. It's a 7-hour drive to get from Detroit to Wisconsin, to Sand Valley, Wisconsin. Unfortunately, there's a lake in between. So maybe if there could become a ferry service, they could potentially make the trip a bit quicker. Start that just for the court tennis. Because I'm sure Eric's missing it down in Michigan. Yes, I guess the rolled up sleeve is, you know. There is much intimidation involved in it. Look, you see that muscle there. God. That's the effect of the rolled up sleeve. So it's a scare tactic. 30-40. What can Noah and Eric do?
Down.
That's unlucky. Well, I don't think Rob thought that was down. He's smiling and grinning, but he's going to take that. Here's Juice. They were 40-15 up here. It's an important game as well. 4-1's a very different mentality of 3-2. That's a big miss from Eric there.
Advantage serve.
Advantage to the servers. Oh no, Cipriano has hit that out of court. Yeah, I would definitely say for Rob and Sip is the weak link. He's definitely missed a few easier ones. Rob's just stayed consistent really. Like, where's Eric going? It's about to be hit by Noah. Luckily left though for the hazard chase. Smart move.
Yeah, I think we should say to all people who watching that it's never a good idea to switch side in a double wheel tennis match.
No, it's not a bad idea to switch sides, but just don't go in front of the player about to hitting it. You can go behind, but right in front of his shot. I don't know if that's the smartest play. Okay, Juice and 2 chases here. Noah and Eric taking the commanding lead. And again, as always, we'd love to hear from you guys. If you're watching, just say hi. That's all you have to say. I'm Freddie Brister, and I'm here with Charlie Hurstel, and also Ryan Carey. So we'd love to hear from you guys. Any questions, comments, queries about the match? Or about my match? Or about Charlie's match in the first round? Or about Ryan's match as well? He had a Corsia fine on the doubles. Did better than Charlie. That's a good shot there. It's loose. It's a hazard worse than ones. They can't go for the hazard galleries. Oh, that's good from Noah. The Washington locals taking it to advantage with chase more than a yard worse. That's a good get. Oh, that's a loose one. I'll go. Yeah, that's smart. That's very smart. I'd say I would go for the hazard galleries. And that's just what he's done. 4-1, winning the 5th game. The all-important 5th. And we're now into the 6th game.
So at 6-1, 4-1. At Freddy. At 6-1, 4-1. What would you do? I mean, would you like maybe change something?
I'd reset. I'll just say it's level. It's best of 5 match. So you can. That's a good. Oh, he's gotten back. Yeah, I would reset because at the moment, Rob and Cipriano are getting absolutely pumped. And I would almost sort of think of a new game plan. I think they need to target Eric a bit more. I don't think Eric at the net has been that effective. And so they keep on hitting it's Noah. And I think just pump a few at Eric. He's like every time it's gone to him, he's had the occasional one which is good, but a lot of them have just been loose balls that have gone up or done absolutely nothing. So that's my tactic for this game, and I don't think they've done that enough. Maybe it is the rolled up sleeve that's preventing them from going at him. Who knows? Yeah, there, like, he can force it straight. Like, he's just... Eric taking a passive role in this match. Oh, that's good. That's too good. 30-15 now. No chases pending. I think... Yeah, firstly, Rob and Sip need to get a chase. Well, that's good. And that's too good from Noah. Great shot. And now 40-15 in the sensational 6th game. Going 5-1 up here is a bit of a blow. It's the little dink there from Eric. It wasn't a fantastic shot, but it was... Oh, that's well played. That is well played. Again, like that's where the difference is with Eric standing at first gallery. So Noah's got to cover the entire court. And so he's on the left side, and now he just didn't have time to get to the other side. Hello, Jake. Thank you for your question. On the stream, it is tough to see the ball on the penthouse, but in my opinion, I don't think it's that hard to see it on the penthouse when you're playing. What do you think, Charlie, about seeing the ball on the penthouse when you're playing?
No, I think on the court it's not at all an issue, and it's very clean, and it's a great court. So I mean, I can't say anything else. Oh, that's like, I will leave Freddy on that.
Well, yeah, that's where Eric should not be standing at better than first gallery, or worse than first gallery. Yeah, I think the court's very nice. The court's very nice. It plays well. Penthouses are not. I heard there may be a rumor of painting it, but I didn't see the need. Maybe if you're like half blind, like Cipriano, you can't see the ball. But in my personal opinion, the penthouse is a perfectly fine color.
Yeah, and on the match, that deep cup volley, on that deep cup volley, you see Noah come all the way over to the other side to take it, and you know, Eric's all the way up court at first gallery. That should really be his ball if he's in the proper position, maybe a little bit further back the court. And I kind of talked to this with Robert the other day. Why is he standing so far up? He's almost playing himself out of the point immediately.
I 100% agree there. And that's Henry Smith, who's rejoined the commentary box. Love to hear from you, Henry. We had a few comments saying we wanted you back, so I'm glad you're back with us. And here we go. It's a big game to win here. That's a good pickup. Again, I don't know why Cipriano's standing so high up as well. He's only got to cover last gallery. And he's covering second gallery at the moment. But you see, he went back on the... Oh, that's a bad miss. But you see there, he went back on underneath the winning gallery, which is what Eric should do. But unfortunately, that did not work out in that point.
And maybe we can have some small inputs from Henry, who played against Eric and Noah in semi. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, just before I remark on that, I think, you know, Freddie and I kind of learned the hard way, or at least I learned the hard way about the positioning in terms of where you stand in relation to the gallery as the guy that's playing up. We lost to Kemp and Dodgson, and they had a tremendous formation and kind of were, you know, mixing it up a lot and going all over the place. And I guess the misconception is, if you're further up the court, you're playing more aggressively. But in reality, you know, the situations are so variable across the court, whether the ball's on the battery side or if it's on the main wall side. So anyway, and then against Noah and Eric, against Noah and Eric, I'd definitely like to see them just sort of peppering the timbre and trying to find Eric a little bit.
Yeah, well, I think you can definitely answering Elliot's question there, can you see the argument for hitting more flat or even occasional topspin from the receiver side in doubles? It doesn't necessarily have to be doubles. I think you could hit topspin in singles and doubles. So in my last match against Rob, there's many hazard chases where I just rolled the ball, so I hit topspin and to try to get that back wall first and accelerate out. And it's quite an effective shot there because it makes it very hard for the server to get it back. So I think in either case, you definitely should. And when you're hitting sort of forces into the... That's a very lucky shot. Again, looped in there. Now it's Forcey Love at 4-2. It looks like they're coming back. It's icing. We have actually the president of the USCTA with us, Mary Livingston. Can
Hello,
you say
everyone. Hello. I'm so glad you could join us here at Westwood Country Club for our first elite tournament.
Gong. I think we just saw a major gong.
I didn't hear it.
No major gong. Henry heard miss her.
I think I'm still physically affected by being standing in the winning gallery when Shenkman hit the gong from the hazard end. I may not recover for a while. It was quite loud.
It's good creativity from the Westwood crowd putting a gong in there. I would love to see some other tennis clubs inspired and putting all kinds of different instruments. I think we got a cowbell up in New York City and in Tuxedo, which is just an absolute pleasure to hit the cowbell. But yeah, and Ryan is saying there was a xylophone at one point. I don't even know what that is, but I'm sure it's a unique thing to hear.
Yeah, hello, Pete. Yeah, I know the mix of American, French, and English is great, but unfortunately, we are missing the Australians, and I don't think there's any Australians here, so we can't really get them in the comments. Actually, we have a South African. We could get Dai.
Yeah.
We do have a South African. No, he's not. He's not here at the moment, but we do have a South African, so we could potentially go for that. He does sound basically Australian, so. But yeah, no, it's a great sort of diverse commentator crowd you got.
Yeah, and don't forget, Freddie, for all intents and purposes here, you are American, so...
No, but just the accent, the accent's English. But I am American, of course. I was born in New York. I've lived more of my life in the US, so... I'm definitely American. And we'll be representing America in the Van Allen Cup with Henry Smith here in July at Westwood.
Clothier.
And the Clothier as well, against Australia. Hey. The Bathurst, yes, but that's in March, so that's a while away. So it's yes, there will be. Yeah, so Australia, so it's tough. It's unfortunate because Kieran Booth will probably be playing. So you don't want to hear that. It makes the Australian team 10 times better. And so now. No, well, you guys will still be seeded because you made it to the final. No, it's on. Oh, is it? Oh, that's going to be tough to get drawn. Either of them then.
Come on, Freddie.
I'll do my best.
You've got
Yeah.
6 months. Oh, no, more than that, like 9.
Yeah, we still need to decide who the Bathurst team will be. I think it's a bit up in the air. It's almost changing generations, I would say.
I think it is. I think that the some of the leadership and captains from the last few Bathurst Cups are they might be being pushed out by you guys. Your next gen, I think, is the technical tennis term.
Yeah. So the youngsters might take over. Fortunately, I don't think Noah would come to Australia. It's too long of a flight for him, but I'm sure Henry would be very much willing. Unfortunately, we've lost Pete as well, so he had one Bathurst Cup, and unfortunately he's now a professional, so we'll probably not play for a while. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the American Bathurst team will be. And if you keep on improving, Penny.
We have a committee for it.
Yeah, there is a committee, so there is long. I think John Kroll is currently the captain of the Bathurst team.
I think he's
Potentially.
I think he's in charge of the committee for sure.
So he's in charge of the committee, so he chooses the team. So I think he will probably be on the team and continue being captain as well. It makes sense. But yeah, so there's the Krolls, the Pat Winthrop. They were great Bathurst players back in the day, but they are getting slightly older and a bit slower. So it'll be interesting to see if they stay in the team.
A lot of controversial remarks being made in the booth today, but Eric and Noah just went up 5-3 in this match, and it's a good force from the receivers. But yeah, I'd like to see them make a push here in this second set. They really need it.
Yeah, you can see Peter Cipriano there being a bit frustrated with that. It's incredible though. I don't think Rob has lost any energy. He looks the exact same player from playing just playing a 5-set match.
So Freddy, for now Noah is serving to Pete. Would you maybe change if they lost the second set? Would they switch maybe? You think it could be a good idea?
To be honest, I don't think the serve is really affecting the match too much. I think Cipriano and Shenkman are both returning well. Good shots. 30-15 with a hazard chase. But Noah and Eric can get this point. Will be crucial. That's a good shot. 30-all now. There's your one chase. And it's a hazard chase as well. So Schenkers and that's a good pickup. Eric going to not moving out of the way. Oh, that's so unlucky there. Just missing the winning gallery to get a second hazard chase.
Yeah, Eric putting himself there in the line of fire a little bit, but you know, aggressive movement can be rewarded in doubles, and we saw Ben Stein come across the court a lot the other week, and to really great effect. But I think you really have to commit to the shot and take it super early.
But I do have to say, I think Ben Stein's volley is slightly better than Eric's. I don't think Eric has hit enough effective shots to justify being at the front of the net. Oh, that's a good shot. That's a great volley. And we have a game point here at 5-3. The all-encompassing 9th game. That's one fault from Robert Shenkman. What is he going to hit? Is it going to be a bubble? It's a bubble. Oh, moving well. And it's floated it up there.
No.
That's a great volley, and it's cut down off the back wall for 4-5. This is a much closer set than the first one. Do you think Rob and Cipriano are getting back into this match?
Well, for the viewership, I certainly hope so. Yeah, I think that, I don't know if they've made any tactical adjustments. I wasn't watching the first set, but Freddie, what do you think on that end?
No, I don't think much has changed. I think, again, I didn't watch much of the first set either. So, Charlie, did you watch the first set?
Oh, that's not a good way to start the game. 15 love. I think that, like, you know, the served more had more chases, and that's like makes the difference. Is there any French viewer here? Like, do not hesitate to comment. Maybe I think that Sebastian Kretz is watching from Strasbourg. Engage maybe with us.
That was actually a great defense from Eric there, defending that winning gallery, and put Sip under pressure. 30 love now. Oh, that's a chase. That's a good chase. Chase better than 2. 30 love. Cipriano and Robert Shenkman gonna have to do a lot to get back into this game. Oh, that's a loose volley. Gotta do better there. Fully missed it, and there's 2 chases now.
Yeah, he's had a bit of a shocker on that one. Sip doesn't like to miss many of those, and definitely like to see him put the footwork together a little bit. He definitely preaches that quite a bit in the box, and would love to see him kind of back that, you know, walk the walk, talk the talk a little bit. Yeah, here we are in the booth. Eric rolling up his sleeves. That's not just figurative. That is literal. And I mean that's about as good a cup volley. And Eric leaves that one. I don't even know why is Eric standing at the last gallery on a chase better than 2?
That is a very, very good question. Oh, that's 2. That is 2 incredible chases to win. 2 chases that Noah and Eric should have won. And now it's 30 all now in the terrific 10th game. It's a good serve from Eric. That's a great serve. 40-30, and we've come to our first set point. As we know, they can't win a set point. We're still in play. Oh, and that's a set. 6-4. Stay tuned, though. It's a best of 5 match, not a best of 3. So Noah and Eric haven't quite won it yet. 2 sets to love up with the big advantage.
Yeah, and I think Freddie and I sit here green with envy a little bit that we're not on this court. We lost 5-5 to these guys, and but 5-5. Charlie tried correcting us, but I was on the court. I did know the score, though sometimes players forget. That one I will remember.
We have Bill now. Oh, maybe one word with Bill Barker. No, he said just hi to everyone.
Yeah, he doesn't like to commentate when his son's playing. He gets a bit nervous, as do many fathers in the game. Okay, Cipriano, go for the chase. Yeah, that's a great shot. And that's where Eric's just way too high up. He's now covering the galleries, but he's given up an even better chase.
Yeah. I think the angle there. You're definitely correct. I mean, it's going to be really hard for Noah to cover that diagonal, and but he's got the reactions right there to justify something. But let's see what Noah does here. Goes for the slight lob kind of mix.
Out of court.
Ooh, Eric's got something to say about that call. Whoa. Did it seem out of court?
From Noah's reaction, Noah's a very honest player. He acted like it wasn't out of court.
Is Eric not, Freddie?
Well, I just think... I think Eric's an honest player as well. I just think Noah, if it's close, will be like, fair enough.
I think that's a great point. I definitely think Eric is a player with a lot of integrity as well, but I think that he has visceral reactions that Noah definitely does not when a call doesn't go his way.
40-15.
Yes, I would agree there. So 40-15 now with the chase worse than one. It's a good start to the first game. Thank you, Ben Coulson, for watching. Two world champions in this chat, incredible, commenting at the same time. Thank you, Camden. Thank you, Ben, for watching and tuning in. Yeah, let's go USA, team Eric and Noah. Ben, how does it feel to be world champion, and how does it feel this morning?
Yeah, I think that's what we're all wondering, Ben. Would love to hear the input there. That did not go high.
I am hoping you are hungover. If you're not hungover, I'll be disappointed.
Well, Freddie, I don't know what to say about that. I think let's let that decision go up to Ben. I don't know what his night looked like, but I'm sure whatever it consisted of, it was good fun, and I'm sure it's a satisfying feeling. If anything, I wonder, Ben, is it more of a relief than anything else to be done with the process and that stress and sort of weight on the shoulders after a world championship?
We need some responses, Ben.
Yeah.
Better than the door. Yard better than the door.
No
stroke.
I didn't see that. Did you see the epic gong boast? I missed that one. Are you talking about the Rob Shenkman where he tried to boast it into the gong and missed? Made many people deaf. I could hear it. I could hear it all the way from New York.
1 yard.
Okay, one love now. Chase a yard. Oh, Ben's feeling great. Oh, that's good to hear. Well, rumor has it Ben Coulson might be coming out to the US to a real tennis playing club. So, if that is true, maybe we can get you on the tennis court, get you training up, and maybe you could face Camden. But first, you got to get through me, Ben.
How is Ben Costin on the tennis court?
Ben's a pretty impressive player for not playing. He's like a 13 handicap. I think he's played about 3 times. I heard he played very well in the Chicago Centenary event, whereas the sort of doubles between tennis and the top tennis and top rackets players.
Yeah, I wonder if Ben can create quite as much pace on the tennis court as he can on the rackets court, because on the rackets court, the backhand especially, it's just extraordinary.
Yeah, I think it's a different style, I would say. You've got to actually really go for it in tennis, because the racket's heavier, the ball's heavier. But I wouldn't want to see it there, because I'm sure Ben's a strong person. I've seen his backhand on the rackets court. And I'm sure if he starts playing a bit more tennis, he can sort of find his technique and find his rhythm.
Yeah, and on the court, those are the kinds of volleys that Noah's making to win this amateur doubles. I mean, that low shot, otherwise it'd come out for a chase, and he's just putting a ton of pressure on the other guys volleying that.
Unfortunately, Charlie Hurstel has left the commentary box, so Henry Smith's gotten the promotion to the front row. Congratulations, Henry.
Yeah, well, it feels a lot different. I really don't know if I should be here. I quite like hearing the Frenchman.
Hello, team. This is our commentary box, as you can see. There's fully boxes in the commentary box. I like how Ryan took my suggestion as well. I said yesterday we should have cameras in the commentary box, and Ryan's supplied.
Hazard better than the door.
So here, 40-30 with a hazard chase. I think, again, if they can go 2-love up, it's a big game. You think 1-0 and 2-love. The difference of one game is 2.
I don't know what you just said, Freddie, but I'm going to roll with it.
They could either go 1-0, where there's no difference, or they could go 2-love. So the difference of one game is 2.
Freddie, after that explanation, I still don't know what's going on. But all I know is that, whoa, Shenkman has found little timbre there around the world. I don't know where Eric was standing. I guess he was covering the hazard chases. Excuse me, maybe the winning gal.
I think he was covering hazard first there. Juice. 1-love.
Juice.
Okay, what was that, a hazard chase?
I'd like the instant replay there.
You can definitely get some VAR review. With this new technology, the equipment, we could almost implement some Hawkeye. Think so?
Hawkeye would be interesting. Yeah, they're clapping their hands here. I don't know when the replay will come. Oh, easily. Yeah.
Definitely a hazard chase. Juice and 2 chases. And Noah and Eric on the serving end.
Juice. Chase hazard half a yard.
So the Racket Club has just said you guys may be better commentator partners than doubles partners. God, it's a brutal statement there. I think we're improving in both, don't you think, Henry?
Yeah, I do think we're improving at both and at rapid speed. But gosh, that's a shot that just stings.
Peter Cipriano with many of the unforced errors. I think he's got to cut them out of his game. I think Rob's probably going to get a bit frustrated.
Yeah, and maybe Peter just needs to start whacking it around. Well, as I say that, he goes on the roof, but hitting a few more bows and not trying to cut as many balls. I feel like he has missed on a lot of cut shots, Freddie.
And he's been a bit loose with that force as well. We've seen 2 on the penthouse. Good shot from Noah, and they've won the game 1-0. Now there's no difference in games, and it could have gone 2 left.
Yeah, I think you said the difference of 1 is 2. Fascinating insights.
Has it better than a yard, no stroke?
So we got a full Philly commentary booth here, except for Ryan, of course. So if any of the Philly members are watching, we'd love to hear comments, queries, questions. Yeah, Ryan said he should probably join the Wreck of Philadelphia, and I agree. It's a great club to be at. Very happy member. Many great people. But if you're watching the stream, get involved. Say hi in the chat. We'd love to hear from you guys. If you've just tuned in, you're speaking with Freddie Bristow and Henry Smith, and Ryan Carey's on the technical duties. So, what do you think if Peter and Rob win this set will happen?
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder whether that'll affect the height of Eric's right sleeve. But Noah's not going to make it easy. I mean, the guy is actually playing a monster game of doubles tennis. I mean, he's picking up a lot of slack, and that's not to slag off Eric at all, but I do think that, you know, the ratio of balls hit is very disproportionate, but as we see, Eric holding up his end of the bargain there, a nice little boast to avoid a chase, so well done to Team USA.
So, here we are. 6-1, 6-4, 1-0.
40-15 has it better than a yard. Receivers lead.
Should I just put it in?
Game receivers, 2 games to 1.
Okay. That is 2-1. Yeah, it looked like a tricky start, and they could have gone 2-0 up. Now they're 2-1 down.
Great angle found by Sip there. Split the difference. Using that main wall. That's gong. That is serious.
That is some gong right there. It's not as loud as Rob Shenkman's gong in my match. That was some gong. And we love to see gong. Cipriano with the good volley. Yeah, it's a good start to this game. 30 love. They don't want to concede a chase here. That's good. That's tough. That is tough. Oh, they have conceded a chase. That is tough.
40 love.
Again, if I was Sip, I would step back a bit because that ball is coming to the center court and his forehand. It's very hard to slide it into that angle.
No, I think the wider it is, or rather the closer it is to the main wall, maybe the wider and sort of higher up you go. And then as that ball goes closer to the battery wall, you kind of step back and maybe get away from the gallery.
I would completely agree. So 40 love now. Last gallery. I don't know what Sip's trying to do there. It's almost an in-between of a cut and a boast. He needs to pick one and just do it. Nike.
Yeah, trust, love, and commitment.
That is good from Robert Shenkman, and it's 2 now. 2 games all. The third set. Noah and Eric, 2 sets to love up. Robert and Sip will have to do absolute wonders to get this game back going. Good rally, good defense here off that timbre. That's well played from. It's Rob on that receiving end. Yeah, I think you have to target Cipriano at the moment. He's the one making the unforced errors. I think you got to hit it, miss the timbre, hit it low. If you're hitting the timbre, he's like playing him last match. He just got everything back. And it wasn't like a bad shot as well. He'd get everything on the floor, or like just off the back wall.
Would you rather see Robert guarding that under the grill there?
No, I don't think so. Because I think they have been hitting the timbre quite a bit. And I think Rob's much more effective protecting that when it hits the timbre than Cipriano is. Oh, that's a bad miss. That's 30-15 now. And I think the receivers are hoping they can get a chase. get back on that serving end. That's 2 errors from Rob.
15.
Uncharacteristic.
God, he's looking like me out there, Freddie.
A question from the chat from Nikki. If you had to pick a different doubles partner, who would best complement your style of play? Ooh, that is tough. It's a juicy question. Henry, a great partner. I think wonderful to play with. And I wouldn't play with anyone else. But if I had to pick someone... well, obviously I'd play like a can. But I think the person that would most suit my game is Tim. Because, again, I'm a back player. I like to play back. Tim Chisholm, very much an up player now. And incredible at covering those galleries and hitting those forces. So, if we're saying anyone in the world, I would have to pick Tim Chisholm.
Tim Chisholm is not a bad answer for anyone. No, I don't know who I would pick, but I don't think you can go wrong with Tim.
Yeah, I would agree there. Current doubles world champion, so he's not bad. If it's a Philly member, though, who would you pick? Or a Philly, excluding pros, because obviously we'd pick John first. Philly member makes it a bit more interesting. Who would you pick, Henry?
Yeah, well, I'd like to see Andrew Purcell playing a little more court tennis. Love playing with him. He is my cousin, and we had a great time playing in the Whitney a few years ago. Yeah, would love to see him get back on court.
It's a tough one. I've played with John Crow in the past and Will Hopton. Both good players, but do they suit my game? That's the question. Maybe I'll go with Andy Dick. We want to club doubles together. Well, how has that got over?
Chase off, more than a yard worse.
It's chase off. It was more than a yard worse. I'm not sure how that became chase off.
Well, also, it hit the roof, then hit the ledge, and crept over. That's incredible tennis. Incredibly lucky tennis, I should say.
And not only that, in the very same point, they hit the edge of the... oh, that's a beautiful volley. We need more from... we need more of that from Sip. That's exactly what he wants to bring to the table.
That's unlucky. That was very close to in the grill. I'm gonna put this away. It's tough. It's tough. It stayed tight. Went flush.
Good little main wall timbre. Can he take it? Oh, Eric gets right out of the way. Is it a hazard?
30 love.
I don't know why Eric got out of the way of that. He just almost scared of the ball, but then he's standing at first gallery. So it's an interesting position he was doing. Maybe he thought he was going in the wing gallery. I'm not too sure.
Second gallery.
Yeah, and to be fair to Eric, he has not played a ton of tennis. I think that he's definitely
30 love.
had an inspired performance in the USAM doubles, considering he's been off at university. And, there's no tennis courts in Michigan, to my knowledge. But I don't know. I heard he was maybe doing some double secret training up in Sand Valley. The rumor mill is vibrant.
Hey, thirsty love here. One chase pending. It's going to do all right. And Rob has almost hit his partner.
30 love, second and
It's called down. Sorry, I was misinformed. So 2 chases now, 30 love. 3-2 in the sensational 6 game.
Love, receivers lead, second gallery.
I don't know if there's real food. Okay. more than a yard worse. I suppose it did land more than a yard worse.
Won it. 40 love, better than 4 yards.
Ooh, Noah just missing that hazard.
Lost it last gallery.
Does not land better than 4 yards,
15,
however,
40.
so servers win that point, and they'll be looking to get back in this game and kind of solidify it 4-2 if they can. 30-40.
30-40.
Let's see a good return here from Sip. Even this out at 3-all.
Full.
Interesting bobble. Not a ton of angle, but actually very effective. Hits directly on the... Does it stay in?
Out of court.
Negative. Does not stay in. It is deuce. They have weathered the storm.
Down. Better than 2.
Better than 2. Doesn't stay down. Goes in the back wall. Can we get the tambour? Yes. Good play from Sip. Another offense from Noah. Good volley. Just peppering that timbre.
Better
Oh,
than
and a
second,
great
better
play
than
from
2,
Sip.
Better than second. Juice.
And that came out as a chase better than second, Ryan? Ryan nodding his head there in agreement. I like this position for the new server. 40-all. Reappearance from Charlie Hurstel. Love to see it. Yeah, what a crazy shot that was. Would never have expected that to get on that roof. Slightly lucky, but the boys needed it. And would love to keep seeing more tennis today. So, yeah,
Juice. Better than
maybe
2.
maybe root for the new server here a little bit.
Yeah, I just wanted to spend a bit of time next to the court to give you another view. And I can tell you, this game is not finished. Rob and Peter, we think that playing slightly better, great tactics, and they need this game.
Yeah, and what a great take there from Noah. Actually beating better than 2
Juice.
by flaming it at the dead on, but then back at deuce. High. Does it cut down? Not quite. Way off the back. Sip. Goes for the grill. Off the roof. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, there you go. I don't know if I'd call that an error by Eric. I think that's just a tremendous shot. Freddie back. Snacks in hand. He's got energy. He's ready to go.
Juice.
Yeah, Denny McBride just saying, boys look slightly lethargic out there. I don't think that'll continue for long.
Advantage.
I think adrenaline could pick up, and especially seeing if these servers can sort of pick up their game and win a few right here. Wouldn't that miss his timbre? Is that in the dead on? It is.
Juice.
That's a very, very important game. Going from 3-all to 4-2 third set, 2 set down for Pete and Rob. They need to win this one.
Ross Bowling with a great question there.
Out of court.
Sip and Shank are more than capable of coming back.
Advantage service.
What advice would Henry and Freddie, so myself and Henry, give them to turn this match around? Well, I think they need to target Eric more, to be honest. I think Noah's playing brilliantly, and Eric's, although he's really high at the net, I don't think he's doing anything with those balls.
Ross, I think it's patience in applying pressure. I think that when they're on the serving end, Eric is, I think they just need to keep finding him, and then when there is an opening, you can kind of try to find the angle and split them a little bit with one down the middle or finding the main wall and finding that gap. When they're on the receiving end, it's a different story. So what do you think about that, Freddie?
Sorry, this is a great rally here. And this is for game point as well.
Danny is watching us. Just Danny is watching him. Maybe he can maybe answer to this. He's like a double specialist. So Danny, if you have any advice for Sip and Shenkman, do not hesitate to comment.
Yeah. So going back to Henry's question. Well, my advice from Henry for Rob and Sip from the receiving end is to target Eric. I just don't think he does enough with those volleys to justify being there. As for the serving end, I would just sort of pepper the timbre. Just if you keep on going for it, you keep on hitting it, you're putting pressure. Try to avoid hitting anything up or like any power. You could get
30-15.
bad miss from Peter Cipriano. Rob Shenkman doesn't look too happy with his partner.
Yeah, we're not seeing a lot of love between those guys right now. They both look frustrated in their body language, but Rob Shenkman with a very clutch cut volley there. Let's see if he can bring the boys back. And that he does.
30-all now here with a chase worse than one in play. But no Motz is serving, so he would be receiving when that chase worse than a yard, which means it's basically a chase second game. It's a good pickup.
40-30.
Yeah, and I guess that's why Eric is standing at first gallery. Those kinds of volleys are pretty effective, just taking so much time away.
Yeah, I would agree there, but I think they shouldn't target him with the sort of more pushy shots or the shots they just get back. I think they should just hit it hard at them, and he hasn't been that effective with returning this.
Yeah, though really difficult to find the angle to actually hit it at a guy that's standing, I mean, basically at the door. Now he's not ducking in the first gallery like an old school father-son, national championship where you've got a 75-year-old out there, but it's hard to find him in play, at least to execute the right shot at him.
Look, it's a chase second gallery, isn't it? Okay. I know, but no, it just doesn't miss that dead on. But they defended well, and now it's juice. It's a big game here. The sensational seventh.
Yes, the classic sensational seventh. Much has been remarked over the weekend about the seventh game.
The all-important seventh game here. 3-all juice. That's a good shot. It's a good rally we got going here. Okay, can Robert put this away? No, he can't. Still loose. Oh, again, it's just can't quite hit that grill. Oh, Rob's going to be disappointed there. That's 2 chases now. What do you think of Eric standing up at first gallery on the defending the grill?
Yeah, I think Eric is just really aggressive. Or at least that's what he's attempting to be. I think, in effect, he's more or less getting out of the way, though, to be completely honest. And I think at times he's imposing his game upon the other team, but I think a lot of times he's also just leaving a lot for Noah.
Okay, so we got advice from Danny McBride here. Stay course if you're Sip and Rob. They can't steal the third. If they can steal the third, they can easily go 5. I think Noah's movement and pace is dipped a bit. More errors. He's likely to turn it around. Ross agreed with it. Thank you, Ross, for agreeing. God, if Rob has enough to push it to 5, this man's a god. Like I don't know how he's still going. I can barely stand up at the moment. Maybe that was the difference.
15 love.
Yeah, I think it's all that gym work from Rob Shenkman and those hard training sessions over at Manchester and Leamington Tennis Club. I think that he's also just going to need Peter to step up and be the doubles partner that he's aiming to be. And ooh, nothing you can do about that, though. That's just looks like it's going to hit the timbre, slides into the grill. Beautiful shot.
So that's a big game that Noah and Eric just won.
Down, thank you. JC Yard.
That is very generous of Noah.
30 love.
Calling it down on himself. We love that kind of play. We love some honest tennis. Ooh, okay. 15-30 now with a chaser yard. This point's a big point. If they can get 30 with a chaser yard,
30.
we'll put some pressure onto Eric and Noah. That's a good pickup. Great pickup here. This is a great rally, y'all. 30-0 now here.
30 all.
Some fantastic tennis.
Oh, wow, what an attempt at the winning gallery. Oh, Peter. Oh, Peter.
Cipriano's not going to be happy with that, and neither is his partner. So we have it 40-30. Chase a yard, though. And it's Eric returning, so I feel quite hopeful with Rob and Cipriano winning this point. But I think this is the biggest game of the match so far. If Eric and Noah can get if Eric and Noah can get to 5, it really puts some pressure and some stress on Peter Cipriano and Robert Shenkman.
Lost it better than 2.
Ooh, and Rob not even going for that, eking out a little smile there. Ooh, what happened there?
Service.
It hit the post. How unfortunate.
Okay, to go 4-all in this third set. Okay, here we go. This is Rob's chance to put it away. Oh, this is a good get from Eric. Again, a second chance to put it away. Oh, this is tennis nearer the gods.
Yeah, I mean, Noah Motz just... I mean, I don't think I've ever seen him volley quite this well. On that backhand side especially, I mean, that was incredible volley.
It was incredible volley, incredible defense from Noah and Eric there. And he had the opportunity to just slide it down the line. And he's gotten the chase worse than 2. Advantage of Rob Shenkman and Peter Cipriano.
Yeah, I think from now on, maybe seeing Noah above that timbre, he might think, I'm going to play a massive boast back to that battery side.
What? Ooh, it's... Oh, he plays it. Really... Oh, it's good peppering. Oh, that's well played from Noah and Eric. Just keeping it in play. That was a... Can they get back on the service then?
I mean, the flow game of Noah really also improved a lot. He improved a lot in the last few weeks and months. Now he has like a great flow game also. So it's a really like complete player. And what a get from Pete. And he's oh la la, what a volley! Oh, is it? Oh, whoa! It's hard and violent, been brutal game. But it's not finished. Maybe in the... What a rally.
Now this is tennis nearer the gods. What incredible tennis we've got going here.
Oh my God! Let's give that microphone back to Charlie Herschel. I like that.
Advantage. That's nearly a match point here. Noah, could he close that? Rob down the line. And he's... Oh la la la. You have a chance here. Oh yes!
Noah playing some of the best tennis of his life right now. It's just phenomenal.
Oh la 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 la.
Game service 5 games to 3.
That's 5-3 now. Into the third set. Opportunity for Noah and Eric to become our US amateur doubles
Not up. 15 love.
champion. 15 love, 3 points away. Still going. Oh, he's done well. It's tough to get past Noah at the moment. He's really just not missing anything. And he's also putting in good shots. Nothing on the back penthouse. It's fantastic to watch, really.
Yeah, I think Noah's in the flow zone, and Eric is also sneaking some really good volleys from up front. Yeah, and that's just gonna go in the grill.
2 points away. Can Noah and Eric see it through?
Chase
That is
better
a
than
great cut shot from Robert Shenkman there. So he's better than 2.
That will be the biggest achievement in Eric and Noah's career. So that's huge.
I don't know. You could argue that Van Allen's a bigger title. I would argue it is. What would you say?
On the basis of individual achievement, I think it's undoubtedly a U.S. amateur. However, as a team,
40,
the Van Allen
better than 2.
cannot be taken lightly.
We have our first match point of the doubles final. Our championship point. But they are playing a chase better than 2, so it's a tough first match point.
40, 15.
Look at this. Dedans from Noah. Better. Second chance from Noah. What? Floor dedans. Oh!
That is game in the match. 6-1, 6-4, 6-3. Well played to Eric Barker and Noah Motz. We'll see you next time. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Hopefully we can continue the commentary somewhere else.
Yeah, Eric and Noah embracing a hug, trotting off as champions. Beautiful moment for them. Congratulations to both players and both families. The Barkers and the Motzes have been instrumental in making tennis in Washington what it is. So, congratulations. Over.
You know how many showers I took this morning? 4. I took
Congratulations to all of the players for this weekend. Congratulations to all the players from this weekend. It's been a great tournament. Thank you to our pro shop, Ivan Ronaldson and James Greenlee. Thanks to all the staff here at Westwood for supporting the event, for all the members that came out. And then especially to Ryan Carey for top-notch streaming and some really slick new graphics. It's been awesome to watch here and also on the stream. So I think we were shown today that Noah Motz has spent more time on this court than anybody else probably, and he took full advantage of that. But Robert Shenkman's now coming up quickly behind him with the amount of time he spent this weekend. So it was a great doubles tournament. This weekend is definitely a test of endurance. But to our finalists, thank you so much for coming here. You played great. Peter Cipriano from the Racket and Tennis Club of New York, and Peter and Robert Shenkman from Manchester Racket Club. And then I am thrilled to recognize our champions for the 2023 U.S. Amateur Doubles, Noah Motz and Eric Barker of Westwood Country Club.
I'm really bad at that.
You guys gonna All right. Speech? No speech? No speech? No speech. I think I got the thank yous in. So thank you to everybody once again. It's been such a great weekend. This is only the first chapter in a lot of elite tennis at this club. So thanks again.